Hello, I'm Dan Wile, Assistant Clinical Professor in the Department of Psychology Clinical Science Program at the University of California, Berkeley, and in the private practice of couple therapy in Oakland, California. Now, I want to talk about an article I wrote for Family Process called Opening the Circle of Pursuit and Distance. I see partners, ideally, as joint troubleshooters dealing with the problems that come up in the relationship. And I want to show how it might look if partners who were caught in pursuit and distance were to function as such joint troubleshooters. Now, they'd be standing back together, noticing how one of them reaches out and the other pulls away. That's what we usually think of as pursuit and distance. There's a vicious circle in which one partner seeks more affection, sex, or time together, and the other seeks less of it. But then they'd notice something else. They'd notice that the partner who'd been reaching out, the pursuer, gets frustrated and goes on the attack. That's the second stage, which goes on for only so long before the distancing partner starts to defend and counterattack. That's the third stage. They get into quite a fight. At some point, of course, the fight ends and the partners go off to lick their wounds and engage in their own private activities, which is the fourth stage, mutual withdrawal. And sooner or later, the pursuing partner gets lonely and again reaches out, leading to a repeat of the whole sequence. Partners can go on for some time, circling through these four stages. All right, but what would happen if these partners functioned as joint troubleshooters and that instead of being caught up in this sequence, they'd be able, probably afterwards, to stand back and observe themselves going through it, commiserate with each other about it, and by so doing, put it in perspective. All right, so that in general is the article. And I'd love to hear whatever comments you might have about it. You can reach me at my email, dan@danwile.com. And included in this article is a detailed discussion of a segment of couple therapy, which means that it has potential use in graduate classes in couple therapy, since it has a detailed description of what the couples say and what the therapist thinks and then what the therapist says. Well, I hope you enjoy reading it.